The Narrated fashion show is the iconic copyright of Sustainable Fashion Innovation Society, which describes the technological and sustainable innovations of each dress that parades on the millennial catwalk of the Roman imperial forums. Each brand chooses just one outfit to show, the most representative of the disruption of their collection, in order to align with the new European regulations on eco-design, but many of them went far beyond. Some of them launched their patents as a world premiere. A format with a high cultural content, but at the same time educational, in order to inform the public as a conscious consumer about the environmental impact of fashion. The Narrated fashion show is in fact the only fashion show in the world to have the patronage of 10 ministries of the Italian Republic, in addition to that of the presidency of the Council of Ministers. It leads us to listen and reflect as we sink our roots in the ancestral storytelling of Made in Italy, in the artisanal knowledge that we Italians have in our hands, in the production chains of the districts that the whole world envies. New eyes with which to look at fashion is what the producer Valeria Mangani created to inform the international fashion community about the importance of preferring low environmental impact clothing over fast fashion products. Because every morning when we get dressed, we perform a political act. While in the parallel universe, the metaverse, you will be able to see the Narrated fashion show on Spatial, with the opportunity to admire the Circular by Design models in detail at 360 degrees and merge in the Digital Sustainability Expo. A new look towards fashion in a pioneering marriage of agrivoltaics and creativity. SoFine, a Sicilian manufacturer of GOTS-certified cotton, presents a sophisticated transformation of classicism, a timeless style icon. Shirts are reimagined for the modern woman who dares to stand out. From the couture manufacturing of the Syracuse designer Andrea Piccione and the craftsmanship of Ragusa-based master tailor Lorenzo Sparatore, the earth generates a dress characterized by the lightness of its volumes, where macro ruffles enchant and envelop the female figure with ethereal grace. Indigo, obtained from the Ford, the blue gold of Montefeltro, is the only European plant from which man has obtained the precious blue color since prehistoric times. It is used to dye fabrics and create artistic pigments of extraordinary intensity and beauty. Poplin fabric is cotton with a cool, dry hand, a shiny and firm appearance, and highly soft to the touch. Made of superior quality Pima cotton, known for its brightness, softness, and piling resistance, it makes garments extremely durable. Cotton is grown exclusively in Italy through organic cultivation practices in the agrivoltaic fields found in Archimedes' land. Finally, the dyeing was done in an artisanal way, cold with fructus and ordinary kitchen sugar, replacing sodium hydrosulfate, a substance responsible for water pollution. Earth begets beauty and becomes the absolute axiom of the brand led by Alei Venturi Quattrini, first mover of integrating agriculture, energy, and environment, and made in Italy. SoFine, select organic fabrics for Italian new elegance, is synonymous with the future and sustainable elegance, where innovation blends with tradition to offer the world fine organic fibers grown with passion and respect for the earth. The environmental footprint of this dress is 17.6 kilograms of CO2, equivalent to 70 kilometers traveled by car, and about 123,000 liters of water, which is about 54,000 days of drinking water for one person. The future of fashion, sustainability and style with RadiciGroup. New creativity that embraces timeless elegance is needed in the fast-paced fashion world, where ephemeral trends collide with growing environmental and social awareness. With RadiciGroup, yarns as our canvas and inspiration as our guide, here is a stylish, versatile, and durable outfit that can adapt to ever-changing situations. Let's imagine our protagonist, a student who embraces sustainability mobility by cycling to university, has made a conscious choice for her wardrobe. A few garments, all extraordinarily multi-purpose and designed to last and respect the environment. At the center of this journey toward sustainability is the jumpsuit created with RadiciGroup, an innovative nylon yard made by RadiciGroup at its environmentally friendly production sites. RadiciGroup gives the fabric excellent performance. It guarantees perfect thermal regulation. It ensures freshness and comfort throughout the day, making it the ideal companion for an active and dynamic life. The softness of the fabric follows her throughout the day. From university lecture halls to a gritty evening, in a flash, our dynamic student is transformed into a stylish young woman wrapped in a kimono dress made of nylon to ensure the outfit's future recyclability. In an era of unprecedented environmental challenges, RadiciGroup and talented designer Anita Bertini have collaborated to create not just an outfit but a manifesto for the future of fashion. A wardrobe composed of essential, durable, and recyclable garments that offers endless pairing possibilities without ever compromising personal style and commitment to a better world. It is a tangible example of how fashion can be a tool for individual expression and positive change for our planet. The environmental footprint of the jumpsuit, made of recycled nylon and elastomer produced in Italy, is less than 1 kilogram of CO2, equivalent to less than 4 kilometers traveled by car. The nylon kimono produced in Italy produces 1.53 kilograms of CO2. UNIC, Italian Tanneries, is the world's leading tanning industry association, representing 1,100 companies, 18,000 employees, and a turnover exceeding 4 billion euros annually, with 70% of its products exported to 122 countries. Italy's tannery industry excels in technological and quality development, circular economy practices, and environmental commitment. If tannery production is already sustainable and circular by nature, its raw materials are waste from the food industry in Italy. This paradigm finds a further degree of commitment and investment thanks to the widespread activity of recovery, treatment, and reuse of the various waste from the production process, arrived at almost 100% for sectors such as agriculture, the food industry, cosmetics, and construction. Leather is natural, organic, and durable, and its bio-based carbon content is 60 to 100% versus 0 to 40% of alternatives, often described as environmentally friendly. All is one. From this concept comes Infinite Connections, the men's 2024 collection that Angelo Cruciani designed in collaboration with UNIC, Concerie Italiane e Linea Pelle. The animal is a sacred living being that provides its energy and beauty to allow man's natural development and evolution, a concept that starts from a distant point of view. In fact, the designer has been a vegetarian since birth, but he accepted the invitation of UNIC Linea Pelle to introduce an innovative perspective on the use of animal skin, waste from the food industry, and therefore waste in clothing. The collection was made from skins blessed and energetically charged by shamans with purification rites to transform the garments into amulets, as is the case in Native American culture, which has a constant relationship with leather and practices the purification ritual to thank the animal and ennoble its sacrifice. Infinite Connections speaks of the bond between man and the universe around him, seeking to enhance the relationship of respect and support. The stud is made of buffalo hide and is sourced from North Dakota. Sacred hides that were used inside the sweat lodges were dyed with charcoal. The animal continues its journey with us. What makes the difference is our awareness and gratitude as its life continues on a path in the world in a different form. Indigenous peoples teach us the beginnings of circularity. Vancali is a Calabrian artisan brand with ancestral roots that weaves linen, hemp, broom, and silk on ancient looms dating back to the 1400s in Tiriolo, Calabria, a village founded by the Greeks 600 years before the war against Troy. The garment itself we can admire is called Vancali, a rectangular shawl made of heavy, pure silk woven entirely by hand. The measurements have been the same since the dawn of time, 195 by 50 centimeters, excluding bangs. The bangs are inserted and knotted by hand. The weaving technique, called Zana, is a 2,500-year-old textile motif studied and recovered by skilled Calabrian craftswomen. The Zana itself, along with the Greek, another ancient motif, are reproduced with two colors within the stripes to recall the motion of water, the symbol of life. The more polychrome tusks a Vancali had, the more prominent was the social position of the woman wearing it. The white-bottomed shawl, on the other hand, was used in ancient times exclusively on the wedding day and made of the purest undyed silk. To make a single Vancali required 30 to 70 hours of labor. The guest of the 5th edition of the Digital Sustainability Expo is Kamar, a young Iraqi designer who has developed a concept related to the fashion of Mesopotamia. Kamar founded QAF Concept, a fashion brand aimed at breaking down both physical and social barriers with a hands-on approach. She uses recyclable fabrics suitable for reuse, such as the viscose and linen in this dress, which in its waves highlights features of the Mesopotamian fashion nostalgic for the organic tracks of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. My goal, says Kamar, is to reintroduce Iraqi identity through creativity as I see it, not as it has been imposed on me. Mesopotamia pioneered the creation of clothing, developing meanings beyond functionality and turning them into fashion. The Sumerian civilization documented this phenomenon through art and historical architecture. The fabrics worn corresponded to people's beliefs, social status, and identity. It was one of the most basic forms of individuality within a community. The development of textiles became a major industry and a source of prosperity due to the region's abundance of raw materials and work ethic. They created black from iron oxide or sulfate or plants, while shades of red were mentioned in both Sumerian and Akkadian texts and were made through kermes. The goal of this courageous young Iraqi woman was to come to Rome, long ago the capital of the Holy Roman Empire, and arrive there through the cooperation of United Nations Agency as a transcultural bridge to uniquely represent Iraq to us today, making a plea. Fashion in Iraq is engraved in our history. Why can't it reshape our future? Environmental footprint of this dress is 24.6 kilograms of CO2 and about 12,000 liters of water, equivalent to 5,000 days of drinking water for one person. Social award winner of the social tender launched by Sustainable Fashion Innovation Society for the Digital Sustainability Expo, Mastra Sa, a woman's innovative startup with a social vocation, presents the Shibernella dress. Shibernella's main fabric is cotton jacquard, reproduces a geometric pattern, and has a semi-rigid texture. It is a vintage fabric purchased about 20 years ago from a bankrupt store, so the fiber was almost certainly produced by traditional, not innovative methods. The flounce fabric is linen and was salvaged from a previous job. Molded on a mannequin using the moulage method and tailored in cotton jacquard, according to haute couture tailoring techniques, the fine garment with its textured weave and icy blue color enhances athletic silhouettes and faces, defined according to color harmonies such as winter and summer. To obtain Shibernella, simply donate clothing you no longer wear using the advanced technology made available by the YCMC app, which stands for Your Closet, My Closet. The exchange drastically cuts down on the climate-changing emissions associated with the production of new clothing. Exchangeable items are selected based on their quality, detailed in YCMC's digital closet, and selectable through unprecedented custom style filters. For each exchangeable item, YCMC indicates the monetary and water savings. In the case of Shibernella, the savings through the exchange is equivalent to 326 2-liter bottles of water and €850. YCMC Sustainability is certified by the Decarbonizer, a tool integrated into the app, which allows people to plan to zero their environmental impact related to fashion consumption. The environmental footprint of this dress is 18.6 kilograms of CO2, equivalent to about 74.7 kilometers traveled by car, or 80,000 liters of water, equivalent to about 35,000 days of drinking water for one person. And to dispel the idea that sustainable fashion is not elegant, here is the Sherazade haute couture dress, which elegantly combines made-in-Italy craftsmanship and innovation for a commitment to ethics. Made from organic cotton and Himalayan nettle, Sherazade's dress is created with only plant fibers certified to the requirements of the Global Organic Textile Standard. The delicacy of organic cotton blends harmoniously with the strength and versatility of nettle, creating a textured and at the same time sinuous fabric that allows for the expression of aesthetic concept research and love for the environment. Through the adoption of cutting-edge production practices and a focus on waste reduction, Sherazade promotes a vision of the creative process of fashion that encourages durability and longevity of clothing, thereby reducing the overall environmental impact. Wearing Sherazade is not just a style choice, but a statement of commitment to a more responsible future. It is an opportunity to make the conjunction of elegance with environmental responsibility one's own, enhancing, with the values that follow it, the quality of its materials and the harmonious strength of its design. The Faraway Dress, designed by Caterina Gianni and crafted with support from Made in Prison for the Second Chance platform, is a testament to sustainability. Entirely fashioned from 100% recycled Dacron sailcloth, this creation honors the sea and eco-consciousness. Utilizing the moulage technique on a mannequin, the dress retains the original sail seams and features bamboo battens for the bustier. The mermaid's tail is adorned with the original rings used to support the sail when navigating the open sea. Since 2007, In Carcere has been transforming economic and civil sectors by promoting a regenerative economy. This ethical business model emphasizes the regeneration and empowerment of marginalized individuals, fostering social inclusion and minimizing environmental impact, thereby driving systematic change over time. Through crafting unique artifacts, prototypes, and fashion collections from discarded materials donated by other businesses, the initiative provides a second chance for both fabrics and people and avoids CO2 emissions from disposal. The environmental footprint of this dress is 33.5 kilograms of CO2, equivalent to 134 kilometers traveled by car, about 19,000 liters of water, equivalent to about 8,000 days of drinking water for just one person. This is the story of Jonas's magical dress that will live forever in the hearts of those who believe in the magic of collaboration and creativity. The talented Ligurian designer accepted a request from Concerie Nuvolari to bring to life a never-before-seen gown made specifically for the Narrated fashion show. The sublime cut of the leather used for this dress obtained the Italian Leather Research Institute Certificate of Biodegradability in aerobic conditions of 90% in 45 days. When we talk about leather, an important step is related to circularity and its compostability, thinking about the entire life cycle of the product and what will become of the shoes, bags, or jackets we dispose of. Making a product compostable means returning it to the earth while containing its impact on the environment as much as possible. Concerie Nuvolari leathers can be reduced to compost and returned to nature, closing the circle of circularity both in terms of production waste and the finished product. Applying a greater reduction in water consumption than the traditional tanning process, a reduction in impurities in wastewater since no heavy metals are used, a reduction in cutoff waste due to an increase in processable hide reducing disposal costs and environmental impact as the cutoffs are biodegradable, a better color intake in favor of a reduced amount of dye required. Being a circular enterprise, therefore, means designing, making, producing, and reusing to keep the impacts on the environment in terms of waste and emissions as low as possible. Recent European regulations from early 2024 point in this direction. Environmental footprint of this dress is 120 kilograms of CO2, equivalent to 480 kilometers traveled by car, about 34,000 liters of water, equivalent to 15,000 days of drinking water for one person.